Disclaimer: the insights and opinions shared on this show are for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before making any financial decisions, we recommend consulting with a qualified professional to better understand your unique financial situation. Welcome to the Investors Playbook Show, where our mission is clear: empowerment through financial education. We firmly believe that financial freedom isn't a privilege, it's a right that's available to everybody. Each week, we dive deep into the world of finances, breaking down complex topics and making them accessible and actionable for everyone. As we grow this community, we invite you to join us on this journey. Why tune in? Because together, we're not just learning about wealth, we're building a movement, reshaping futures, and proving that with the right knowledge, financial success is within everyone's reach. It's time to get off the sidelines. Let's go.
Welcome back, Investors Playbook. Cornell Rowan.
Deshaun Edwards. We got episode 33 coming at y'all. Man, Cornell, how you feeling, bro? How was your week?
My week was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. It's good to be back in the A. You know, I had a little bit of jet lag, but I'm back. I'm feeling good back in the gym. It's all good, man. How's your week going?
That's also good, man. I mean, we hit the gym one time, right? When you were in LA, right? We hit it at one time.
That was
You
that was
feel
like
me?
I can't even call that hitting the gym. We did half of the gym.
Hey man, we was in the gym. We didn't do a full workout, I will give you that. But we showed up is what I'm saying, bro. But you're right. You're right. We didn't do a whole workout in the gym. We definitely was on like some rushed time.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Time. But again, appreciate you coming out, man. We had a good time, for
We
sure. Glad you made
we we did, man. And again,
it.
beautiful home. Congratulations to you and Ashley. Thank you for having me for sure.
Thank you, bro.
And
Thank you, bro.
yeah, we have something special coming up uh next weekend, 7 days.
Mhm.
So this will be our first book fair. As you all know, we have our published book on Amazon. Um yeah, Investors Playbook, a 6-step process to financial freedom. Check us out on Amazon. And it would be cool to just go to downtown Conyers, talking to all the people that are there. Cause usually the festivals there are pretty big, man. So just to spread financial literacy and just talk about money and people's situations. I feel like that'll be dope. And we're gonna have some interactive activities for these people also. So if you're in town, make sure to come through Conyers, downtown Conyers, and chat with us.
Yeah, man. Let's go. We're gonna be there. Looking forward to meeting everybody and passing out the books, having these financial conversations. I think it's gonna be a good time, man, for sure.
All right.
But so if y'all don't know, we're gonna have to let them know, Cornell. If y'all don't know, we are days away from what is supposed to be one of the biggest events happening in cryptocurrency. Um, Bitcoin halving is supposedly happening in like the next few days, like less than a week, right? Or roughly a week. And if you all haven't been seeing how ridiculous Bitcoin's movement has been over the past couple of months, yeah, I think this is going to be one of those pivotal moments that is definitely going to change how people look at Bitcoin. I mean, it happens once every 4 years or something like that. It almost feels like we waiting for the eclipse to happen, like it did like a couple of days ago. It's like once every couple years, you got the Bitcoin happening. But yeah, so this is gonna be pretty big. So yeah, just make sure that you're paying attention to how Bitcoin's moving, especially over the next couple of days, and really just over the course of this year. Right, it's up over roughly like 19% since the year started, and you already know we're talking tens of thousands of dollars. So you imagine
43%.
19
43%.
up
It's up.
43% beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Oh man, my mistake. I had that number way off.
It's up $19,000.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay, 43% since January, which is insane. Like, yeah. So I mean, we already know we do not we do not give financial advice. We are just giving financial education and financial literacy. But I mean, the proof is like in the pudding, man. Bitcoin is doing some crazy things. So if you thought about investing in it, I would seriously give that some thought. If you haven't started investing in it yet, definitely give it some thought. But go ahead, Cornell. What are your thoughts? I know, especially you are heavily watching the Bitcoin halving and have been since last year, watching this date.
Man, so what I think about Bitcoin is, of course, as we stated in previous episodes, this is not something that you should put money that you need, any personal money, anything that you need for your well-being. It is very important that you do not YOLO this. Okay?
Mhm.
Because this is a possibility that it won't go your way. So don't sit here and take a mortgage out on your home, put all the money in Bitcoin, and just pray that you're set for life. Because it might not happen the way you think. But what I am saying is I do believe in Bitcoin, right? But I'm gonna put a responsible amount of money in here, something that if I lose it, I'm not on the street. And that's the most
Right.
important part. So when it comes to Bitcoin, the thing that's so great about Bitcoin is that you can't make more of it. So with the US dollar, inflation is caused by them continuously printing money, and it's imaginary. There's no limit to how much they can print. When it comes to Bitcoin, you can't make any more. So it is what it is. So the scarcity of it is what makes it so valuable. The Bitcoin halving is where less Bitcoin can be produced whenever this halving happens. So every 4 years. So when Bitcoin first started, the reward for mining Bitcoin was 50 Bitcoin, which is crazy. On November 28th, 2012, it was halved to 25 Bitcoin per unit when mining. Then July 9th, 2016, it went to 12.5 Bitcoin.
Yeah,
And then May 11th, 2020, went to 625. And then this upcoming halving, which happens April, the end of April, 2024, it will go down to 3.125 Bitcoin.
that's crazy. So the Bitcoin halving, it's not necessarily reducing the amount of Bitcoin that can be produced. It reduces the award or the reward that miners get when they produce Bitcoin.
That's the
Is that
same. That's the same thing. When you're
oh
mining, you're
okay?
producing Bitcoin, but once a certain amount of Bitcoin has been produced, it cannot produce anymore. It stops at, I think it was like 21 million or 21 billion. It's one of those. Oh, 21 million. Once it reaches
The max
21, that
this,
can
right?
be, yes, that can be produced. Once it reaches 21 million, no more Bitcoin can be mined. It is
Right.
what it is.
Okay. Man. So I'm thinking, is there a number that like of Bitcoin that exists now? Like, do we know how much Bitcoin has been created?
As of March 2024, about 19.65 million Bitcoin are in circulation. So we have 1.35 million Bitcoin left to be mined.
That's crazy. I think that's going to be another pivotal moment, and I don't know when that's going to happen because the halving reduces the amount of Bitcoin that can be produced. I wonder when it'll get to a point to where like there can be no more Bitcoin to mine. Like,
When
you know what I mean?
when it hits 21 million, when we have 21
No, no, no.
million.
I'm saying like happen. Like when I know like once it
Oh,
hits that number, there'll be no more Bitcoin to mine. But then it's like, all right, miners are what out of a job. You know what I mean? Like, what do
yeah.
they? What
And now they just have their Bitcoin. And that,
exactly?
yeah. And
Imagine
that's
like you're up and then it just says, all right, every 4 years we're gonna half your salary. Like that's essentially like if that's the thing that they're doing, like for to make money, like I'm gonna mine this, get this amount of Bitcoin, and every 4 years they just get less and less Bitcoin.
I
I
feel
don't know.
like I feel like if you think of the salary in Bitcoin, then it sounds a little harsh. But if you think of the salary in USD, is not so harsh because yeah, they're slashing their reward from that, but Bitcoin is also increasing year by
The
year.
value.
So yes, so
Yeah,
when they were getting 50 Bitcoin, it was what, $100 per Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is 70,000 per
yeah,
Bitcoin.
yeah, yeah. Nah, that's facts. If anything, they're making more money. They're just less quantity. But like you said, Bitcoin has increased drastically over the past 20 odd years. So yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense, bro. But so yeah, the halving is happening. Um, Supposedly happening before the month of April ends. They don't have an exact date. It's just it'll happen sometime in the month of April, right?
I saw something that said about 6 more days. So I'm not sure of the exact date. I don't want to put a date out here because I'm not exactly sure. A lot of places are just saying the end of April. So that's what I've been,
Yeah.
I've just been ready for it. I know that I'm invested in Bitcoin and I'm expecting big things. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell some of my gains right after the news hits. I was thinking about it because I have Bitcoin directly in Bitcoin on my Robinhood, but I also am invested in Bitcoin through an ETF, in Fidelity.
Which ETF did you get? I'm in one as well. I wonder if it's like I don't know. I don't know if we ever talked about that. I got the BlackRock. I forgot the exact ticker,
Okay.
but yeah.
Mine mine is with Fidelity. I have FBTC.
Oh, okay, okay. You bought the Fidelity Bitcoin ETF. I feel you. I
Right.
think the one I have EBTC. I don't remember the exact ticker though. But okay, nah, that's what's up, man. Speaking of um ETFs though, I know that Bitcoin ETFs recently hit the market, but not just. Well, they're also talking about bringing Ethereum ETFs to the market as well, right? Like similar to what they did with Bitcoin, they want to have ETFs available for people to purchase. Similar, like just like how people can buy Bitcoin using an ETF. Same thing with Ethereum. I don't know how soon that's going to happen, but I know people are definitely starting to talk about that as well, right? So Bitcoin isn't going to be the only cryptocurrency that you can, purchase your retirement account with or buy using Fidelity. So I think that that's also pretty interesting, man. But I don't know how soon that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know how soon that's going to happen in the US. I saw some things talking about May, but also but they're talking about both Bitcoin and Ethereum being approved in Hong Kong pretty soon. So I don't know what that looks like, but I can only imagine more reach for these for the cryptocurrency being better for it, more exposure. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
So I see some big things in the making for the crypto. And now that these banks are have their hands in crypto, it's like there's more incentive to make sure that it doesn't fail.
yeah, I
Because
agree.
yeah.
I think that that was the thing that needed, well, not even really the thing that needed to happen, but that's what people needed to trust in. And it's kind of crazy because the whole idea of Bitcoin was decentralization. Like that's what it was based on. And not saying that it's centralized now or it's going to turn centralized, but now that the powers have their hands in it, it it's become more trustworthy. I guess people are starting to feel more comfortable putting their money in it. But it's like that. I don't know if that was the purpose of it in the beginning, but we'll see how it all turns out, right? When it comes to blockchain decentralization, I'm actually still trying to figure out how that entire, like the concept of all that, like really works.
And it
It's quite. Go ahead.
And now that you mention it, it is really weird because the if the purpose of it is to be peer to peer, avoid the middleman, what what is the bank going to do with this stuff? Like, are they
Right.
solely in it to make profit, or like is there another motive with that? Because yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
And when you think about Bitcoin being the only cryptocurrency that is finite, when they start to get their hands on others like Ethereum, are they going to do the same thing that they did with the dollar and just make more? Like, how does that work? You can produce an infinite amount of any other crypto,
So I
right?
don't think that they'll be able to make more when it comes to Bitcoin. They didn't create Bitcoin. Actually, no one knows who created Bitcoin. That's another crazy part.
Well, I don't know, not Bitcoin. I was talking about Ethereum because we know Bitcoin has a number, right? Like you can't go past the amount of Bitcoin that can be produced, like that 21 million, right?
Yeah.
Can't go past. But Ethereum doesn't have a cap. Ethereum doesn't have a 21 million. Once that's done, you can't make any more Ethereum. So let's say they start doing Ethereum ETFs or they get their hands on Ethereum. Is it just going to be, all right, now we got Ethereum? Are they going to treat it just like the US dollar and be able to produce
Oh,
as much Ethereum
but
as they want?
but they but they say unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum wasn't made to be currency.
Right. Ethereum is the blockchain,
Yeah,
right?
blockchain made for smart contracts and things like that. So usually people use Bitcoin, I mean use Ethereum for like gas prices to transfer um cryptocurrency from one wallet to another, things like that. So it wasn't made to be currency, but it is worth a lot of money. So I think that it can still be used as an investment tool. But the crazy part is we're using currency as an investment tool because Bitcoin is supposed to be a currency,
Yeah.
but we're treating it like we're investing in it like it's a stock. You see what I'm saying? So
Always to me, it's like Bitcoin is supposed to be its own thing, but it has a dollar value. Like it's worth money. Like we're still purchasing it with like cash. It still has a value to it, which I don't know. I think someone has to sit down and like explain it a bit more. And I know someone has explained it to me before, like Bitcoin being its own um
it's a currency.
like yeah, its own currency. Um I guess yeah, like you said, the value of Bitcoin increases, the amount of dollars it takes to purchase one Bitcoin goes higher, and that's how it works for real. Like
Right.
so, yeah, okay,
Yeah, just like with any other currency, like the foreign exchange, that's exchanging dollars for another. Like if you exchange USD for the Jamaican currency, it's going
yeah,
the our money is worth a lot more than theirs. So you can give them like $2 and getting $100 bill from Jamaica. So it's
right,
like that. But if their dollar started to increase and say became more than ours, then it would cost more of our dollars to buy
yeah,
one of theirs. So yeah, it's the same thing, except no other currency is really fluctuating like this.
yeah. It's crazy. I think it's even crazier that we don't know who made Bitcoin. Like, how do we just not know its origin? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that's wild.
And for us to
But
be
yeah,
so invested in it and for there to be a whole ETF backed by completely Bitcoin and we don't know who the creator is.
right. Why? How it even became what it is? It's it's crazy.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
cuz yeah, but I think that they do have like a pseudonym for him, so we don't have a real name, but Satoshi Nakamoto. So that's what they call the creator of Bitcoin. It is an anonymous person or group that uses this name. So there's no telling. Like this sounds like something like off of a weird show or something. Like
Right. We don't know where it came from or when it became, but this is what we treasure. Like, bruh, like
this is what we trust. Forget the USD. This is it. We don't know where this came from, but
we don't know.
this is it.
But we are putting value into this thing right here. It's worth a lot. Yeah, it's wild.
This
Oh
is
man.
wild,
But
bro.
as we, talk about all these different ways to invest, you got ETH ETFs coming, Bitcoin ETFs just starting a couple months ago, Bitcoin halving. I just want to like circle back and remind people of what you just said. Like a lot of times when we're talking about this stuff, or when people are just talking about it, right? People automatically get that feeling of FOMO, like the I need to put something in this immediately. Um, but we have to just make sure, like you said, do not YOLO something like this. You have to be conscious of how much money you plan on putting into these. I don't even know if they're considered wild cards anymore, but I'm gonna just say like these wild card investments. Um, Bitcoin seems to be more stable than any other cryptocurrency, but as you can see how fast it fluctuates. It's grown drastically over the past month, but we've seen it get to 30,000 and then go back down to 15,000 and then go up to 72,000 and then go down to 62,000 in like 4 days. So it's crazy how fast it moves and how rapidly it moves and just how volatile it is. So trying to time it is you know what I'm saying? It's really hard to try and time when to put Bitcoin in. I think, like you said, you got to make sure if you're putting something into Bitcoin or if you're putting something into any of these cryptocurrencies, just put in what you're willing to lose. And then also realize that you don't have to make it such like a quick play. You don't got to get in, get out. You can put money in and let it sit, put money in. And if it does go down, just keep your wits about yourself. If you really believe in Bitcoin and you put money into it and it goes down, just wait. You know what I mean? Like be patient with it if you truly believe in it, because it's not like an option. It's not going to expire, so
E-
you have time.
Either way,
And
or double down. You see what I'm saying? When
oh
it
yeah,
goes down, keep putting in. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
boy,
that when it comes up, you're up. So I know that's what
yeah.
I did this previous down cycle. Um, yeah, because I told myself I'm tired of being scared, getting out, and then watching cryptocurrency shoot back up. So this past time, like every 2 weeks, I was putting like $200. You know, so nothing crazy. Just putting like $200 every 2 weeks, and Bitcoin was down for like I want to say it was down for like 2 years.
Hmm.
So I just kept putting in, and guess what? It came back.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So, and when it came back, I was up because I kept believing, because I kept like I was confident in my investment. So if you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not,
yeah.
then don't. Like it's just be mindful and don't put anything crazy in there. Don't drop, yeah, don't drop anything crazy.
Or Bitcoin, man. Like it's not. Yeah, don't do that. Put money that you're willing to lose. So yeah, man. Well, look. If you are checking this out, as you all know, it's also Financial Literacy Month. And throughout this month, me, Cornell, and our good friend Alvin will be going live on Instagram. Um, so if you're ever seeing Investors Playbook go live, come check us out. We're constantly going to be talking about financial topics throughout the entire month of April, giving gems, dropping information. And yeah, just come chat with us. Like we had a really good conversation the other day. We had tons of people commenting in the chat, talking about different ways that they experienced money, right? Like their mindset when it comes to money, the wealth mindset, the poor mindset, why people spend money on things that, or why people's priorities are what they are. Yeah, man, it was a good conversation. And we're always welcome to like have someone come on live with us. You know what I'm saying? We would love for people to join the conversation. So just look out for that as well. Um, what's up, Cornell? What else you got for him, bro? Anything else?
I think you said it perfectly. So yeah, just make sure y'all come in and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday. And yeah,
Mhm.
it'll be great to have y'all. And also, don't forget the book fair. Just want to remind y'all about that. I think that's going to be really cool. It's always cool to be out in the community. So yeah, come mess with us. And yeah, you can find us as always at Investors Playbook LLC on both Instagram and YouTube. And of course, check out our website, www.investorsplaybookllc.com. Yeah. And if you like our content, make sure you hit the 5 stars and comment. Okay. And if you got the book, make sure you give us a review.
Please do. And if you're watching this right now, man, go tell a friend. Go tell a friend to check us out on YouTube, bro. We
Like
really
and share.
Oh, yes. Check us out. Like it, subscribe, share, all that, man. Because we really just trying to help people with their finances. So, all right. That's all we got for them this week.
Peace.